It was good for the night though, man.
Shit, I think we should go to Duke's tonight.
Shit, Dukes. I'm always fucking with Dukes out there last night. I'll go again. I ain't tripping.
We go to Duke's every Saturday.
Man, we don't gotta go out. We can just drink at school or some shit. Nah, for real, man. We can just stay in. Like, what's up with that?
This nigga. Bro, shut the fuck up. No more plans from you.
Let's just get some s'mores and crackers and sing Kumbaya.
This nigga, you feel what I'm saying? Like, nigga trying to go out, this nigga, ooh, it's damn hard. I want to be in the clear that shit, man. Like, God, please.
Man, let me tell you about this weird shit Captain did, man. All the niggas over there out there.
Talking about something that just happened right now?
Yeah, all the brothers out there.
All right, well, hold on. Are you offended?
Yeah, I'm offended, man.
Okay, so if you offended, hold on. If you offended by what somebody did or said to you, what should you do? Should you go to a brother and talk about your offense? Or should you go to the brother that offended
No,
you?
but I feel like I can't.
No.
really
Hear me though. What Christ said?
Go to him.
All right then. So what you about to do?
I'm gonna go talk to him about it.
I'm sorry, Christ.
Yeah. Oh, you got any better ideas? Hey, the life was part of that.
Oh my God, bro.
Nigga, that's a funny nigga, man.
It's like technology.
It was good.
I'm offended by the jokes and stuff that y'all was doing. Really, like, I feel like y'all took it too far. Like, all right, I know we joke around with brothers, but I feel like y'all took that shit too far.
Yeah, man. Hey, Slacky, man. I that's my fuck up. I apologize for that. I didn't mean to be, joking and laughing and shit at you. You my bro. I'm sorry. You accept my apology?
Yeah, kind of, sir.
I'm Slacky. Let me get you a drink or something. You solid? We good? More time, crack. Do water. Hey, Shalom, Lord of Christ, man. We just showed you a scenario on how you should handle a situation when someone offends you, man. Listen, man, you get offended in the school, always take the proper protocol. Go to him and him alone, man. That's how you keep brotherhood strong, and that's how you keep demons away, and that's how you keep everyone together. You understand? Shalom. One take, right here.
Just because you think he's 13,000, man, I really don't give a fuck about none of that shit, bro. That should be pissing me off.
I'm finna tell that nigga everything you just said.
Rolling.
No, you said.
Man, Captain over there making jokes about it.
I don't even know more like. No. Come back, wait a minute. Yeah.
What's the definition of nigger? What's the definition of nigger? Unschooled ignorance. The black man has nothing to do with that word. Has nothing to do with that word. This man is ignorant. This man has no intelligence whatsoever. This man does nothing but read from a book.
But yeah, when we come out here,
1, 2, 3. Hey, he got 4 hand claps. He got 4 hand claps.
when we talk about how special the Salvadoran is, white people have a problem with it.
Right.
How about you go live your white privileged life up the street? We are going to teach blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians it's okay to not sleep with other men's wives. We're going to teach it's okay not to steal. It's okay to love your neighbor as yourself. But like the so-called white man, he doesn't love us as he's clearly displaying. He hates the fact that there are intelligent blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians who don't get high, who don't sell drugs, who don't gangbang. I would never sleep with my brother's wife. I would never. Listen. No, we don't gang bang. No, we don't gang bang. You're looking at real soldiers. You're looking at real soldiers. You're looking at real soldiers.
Soldiers making shit.
What am I speaking? What am I speaking? What am I speaking? If I'm teaching black Hispanics to love each other, that's prejudice?
No, you're teaching
How is that prejudice? I teach black men to stop doing drugs. That's prejudice.
We're all one.
I teach black men. I teach black men if they lay with that woman, stay with that woman. And you hate it, huh? You're the devil the Bible speaks of. Your empire is falling. The Most High is going to destroy your kingdom.
He called
and guess
me.
what? No, he didn't. You're going. Guess what? You want to know the bombshell of it all?
Yeah.
You're going into slavery.
That's
according to God and Jesus
already
Christ.
been there.
All white people. You're going back.
Hey,
all white people going into slavery. Jesus Christ was a black man according to the Bible. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't. The Israelites. The Israelites. That's a damn lie. That's a damn lie. Pope Gregory didn't write Isaiah. Did Isaiah did? Right. What are you talking about? Pope Gregory didn't write Ezekiel. Ezekiel did. Otherwise, it would be called the book of Pope Gregory. You don't know what you're talking about.
It was the Gregorian calendar.
You don't know the Bible. We're not talking about the Gregorian calendar. What the hell are you talking about? You simple as all outside. You simple as all outside. You're going into slavery. Your kingdom is falling. Your U.S. dollar is worth nothing. America is going into a third world war, and you're going to be a part of the nuclear flame. Now, I pray you understand.
Right,
Hey, the one for Jesus Christ has been got a lot more of them.
Damn right. Damn right.
Wasn't for Jesus Christ, this would have been a lot more.
That's right. You would need a lot more men too.
Are we live on calm down?
Are we live up there?
Calm down.
Are we live up there?
Calm down.
Are we live up there? Let that man out of here.
Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Hey, I can get back in your position. Get a Most High hand. Get the crowd giving the Most High hand. Because guess what? We don't bother nobody every Saturday. We don't antagonize people. We don't incite violence. You understand? In fact, we defend the defenseless. That's what we do. But in turn, what we get in return is things like that. People attacking us and antagonizing us. Right. See how professional we are? If we were just the niggas he thought we was, we would have. Exactly. Back to our regular scheduled programming. John 14:15. The book of John, chapter 14, verse.
That's that new one right there, boy. You mind if I apply some?
Yeah, after you not already applied, though.
Thank you, brother. Go ahead and slide that over here, my brother.
Damn.
There you go.
So, Christ. What's going on, babe? Yeah, I just got done with the podcast with the brothers, Cap, the Wall. We was just, you was watching it? Oh, you should have watched it. Yeah. I'm beat. You went up there. All right.
All right, for sure, man. Check this out, man. Where we going? We're going to the club, and then after the club, what we headed to?
After hours, man.
After the after hours part, what we headed to?
After hours.
Hell yeah.
That's where I'm trying to go. After that, not like where we headed. I'm telling you, Cap. Hey, listen. I just got word that after spot is about to blow up, and we can go to Diddy's right afterwards. I got it. Check it.
Hey.
Yes. Yeah, we are out tonight. We are out tonight. Yes. I'm a good time, man. God damn.
I'm not playing, man. I'm gonna do big things tonight, bro. I'm telling you.
Like it, sir. Hey, I ain't go home. Hey, what the fuck?
Go home. Brother, you ain't never going home. You with us all night into the morning. We are going to drink. We're going to have fun. And we're going to be out. You won't see your wife. You won't see your kids. You with the Akim. And that's that. Gear up.
You understand? We're about to have a blast. Let's go!
That's why Christ is Melchizedek and Christ is Solomon.
Where did you get that breakdown?
The Lord. Like I said, General behind me see your class. He said, well done.
Like it.
Fried chicken, napkin.
Put that on the table for me, warrior. Rank's coming, warrior.
I'm hollering about that class.
All right, for sure.
Excellent class, by the way.
I appreciate that, boy. Yeah.
After you.
There he is, man of the hour. Take a seat, man. Take a seat. What's going on with you, brother?
Yeah.
Pour us up, live. Listen, man. Heard you taught a hell of a class.
Oh, man. The water, sir. The water.
Excellent job, by the way. Hey, look, man. You know what I was thinking? Tell me what you think. Thursday, 7 p.m. Prime time. Scripture breakdown. What you think about that?
I consider it.
That's all I need you to do, man. Laya Shala.
Like Shala.
And more, man. Hey, wake that brother up. Wake him up. Wake him up.
Wake that brother up. Wake up, bye.
Yeah.
Hey, wake that brother up. Wake up, bye.
Yeah.
Hey, wake up. Wake up, bye. Most High in Christ. You back with us? Most High in Christ. Like.
And that's why Christ was Solomon, Christ was Melchizedek, and reincarnation is in the Bible. Hey, I like that. Do me a favor. See me one more time, Baba Shah.
I appreciate it, Doc.
I appreciate it, warrior.
That whosoever believeth in him should not perish. That what? That whosoever.
All right, Shalom Israel. This is the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Started out at Warren West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander Junior Hunnam. And since 1969, we be teaching so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. You are the Israelites according to the Bible. And we ain't affiliated with no fake Israelite group, no Christian group, Muslims, nobody. What we do in this school is teach the truth according to the Bible. You understand? And what's the truth? So-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are God's chosen people, which are, again, the Israelites. All right, you already know. It's Wednesday, 7 p.m. in Chattanooga, Tennessee. We do these law classes. So again, if you black and speaking at the Indian, the laws, the statutes in the Bible, the Lord gave all these laws to you and nobody else. And it's mandatory that we should be following them, which is why we have these classes in the ISBK. So it's mandatory. You should be tuning in and learning things you're not supposed to do and things you're supposed to do, right? Because we ain't been following these laws is why we go through what we go through on a daily basis. You know, for the past 400 or 500 years, it's why things don't change for us. Why? Because we don't follow these laws, man. All right, these classes will save your life if you just listen to them. You understand? So we're gonna get started with this class. We don't got a long class, but it's a very important class. As you can see, the title is America Has Normalized Committing Adultery. Right? I decided to do this class today because it's a lot of stuff going viral on social media that has to do with committing adultery. You understand? Especially in the black community. You know, all you see is 100 podcasts every single day talking about marriages, relationships, you know, all kind of stuff. It's all you see on social media. It's just a black man and a black woman just going back and forth with each other, going back and forth, arguing, talking about money, you know, 50-50, talking about so-called cheating, all that. According to the Bible, the word cheating is not in the Bible, all right? That's a term that, you know, that was made here in America. According to the Bible, if you was to go outside of your marriage, if you're a woman, you have sex with another man, that's committing adultery. If you're a man and you have sex with a married woman, that's adultery. So we're going to be talking about adultery according to the Bible. You know, we're going to talk about a lot of stuff. We're going to talk about the 50-50 stuff. You know, we're going to talk about why people commit adultery. You know, we're going to talk about why is it wrong? What's the spirit of somebody who's committing adultery? We're really going to dig deep into it because it's very important. And right now, you know, you need to be talked about. Like right now, you know, as time is getting closer, we need to start, you know, black man, black woman, we need to start coming together. You know, all this going back and forth with each other, fighting, it got to stop. You know, it has to be an end to it. And I'm also talking about, you know, our Hispanic brothers, sisters, and Native Indian brothers and sisters too, because we all do it. You understand? So the first scripture we're going to go to is Exodus chapter 20 and verse 14. All right, this is Exodus chapter 20 and verse 14. As a matter of fact, Salaki, let's get Deuteronomy right quick first. Let's go to Deuteronomy, then we're going to go back to this. Let's go to the definition of committing adultery for the people who don't know what committing adultery means. Let's get the definition first. All right. So this is Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 22, and it reads, if a man be found lying with a woman married to an husband. So if a man is found lying down, which is what? Sex or with a married to a husband, then they both, so like it, then they shall both of them die. Both the man that lay with the woman and the woman. So shall put away from Israel. So there you have it. You know, this is a definition of adultery. It's also another in Leviticus we're going to get to too. If a man is found lying with a married woman, right, that is adultery. And this is how serious this really is, man. Because of Christ, what he did for us, dying for our sins, we will all be gone if it wasn't for Christ. All of us. We all be gone. And the Christian church don't really talk about that. They make Christ as somebody like he had to do what he did. Like Christians are not really grateful or appreciative for Christ. That's why they make Christ God. They don't give Christ any glory for what he did, man. They don't look at him like as our king. That's why they say he's God. Because to them, only God can follow all the laws. Only God could have did what Christ did. He couldn't do that himself. He wasn't a man for real. You know, that's a terrible way to think, but that's how Christians think, man. It's really how they feel, and which is why they do this to this day. But if it wasn't for Christ, it'd be a lot of bloodshed over the streets right now. Because we see this all the time in the churches, inside your households, whether it's at your jobs, bro. This goes on so much right now. It's crazy. And it's like it's not even shamed upon no more. You get applauded for doing this. If you're a woman, we're gonna talk about that, man. We're gonna talk about all that tonight. This, like, it's crazy right now. You understand? But yes, it says both of them shall die. So back then, you know, in the Mosaic law, you'll be unalive for doing this. This is a very, very, very serious thing. It's not for play. And it says, shall put away evil from Israel. This is a very evil thing, man. It's an evil thing for you as a man to lie down with a brother wife. It's an evil thing for you as a woman to lay down with a man knowing you are already married. And it's disgusting on both parts. It's disgusting on both parts. You understand? Let's drop this right here. Let's get Leviticus chapter 20 and verse 10 right quick. Let's get that. Leviticus 20 and 10. Leviticus chapter 20 and verse 10. And the man that committeth adultery with another man's wife, even he that committed adultery with his neighbor's wife, the adulterer word, in the adultery shall surely be put to death. Or you see it again. Like I said, man, this is very serious. It's not a game. You know, and if you're doing it to this day, you will be judged for doing it. This is a law. And this is why I said earlier, these law classes are very important. Imagine if we wasn't doing this inside of our communities. If that sister is married, she off limits, straight up. If you marry you a sister, you can't go out. You can't go to nobody else. You can't leave your husband. You understand? Like, this right here has ruined so much in our communities. A lot of people don't think about it. And I'm gonna also say this, man. I've been thinking about doing a class on monogamy. Monogamy plays a huge role in committing adultery. Huge role. Monogamy, and that's why I put, you know, the title is the way it is. America has normalized committing adultery. Right? You got to think about that. See, when you get married the white man's way, you know, you can do what you want to do. You can have sex, whatever, with whoever. You know, signing that piece of paper and that ring makes you husband and wife, not your body. You know, that's backwards as hell. You know what I'm saying? According to the Bible, sex is marriage. Sex is marriage. And that even makes sense. You know, that makes sense. You know, for you to, like, as a child, I always was just be trying to figure out, how does a ring in a paper make this woman mine? Like, why do I have to go to the white man for my woman? Why? I don't like this country. I don't like this government. I got to go to somebody who's been pressing me for all these years for my woman. Like, that never made sense to me, even as a child, bro. I always would say I never get married. Never made sense to me. And to this day, knowing that sex is marriage is like, I knew it. I knew something was up because it just did not make any sense. You know, as a man, as a woman, you giving your body away to a man, right? you know, doesn't make sense for you to keep doing it your whole life, and then one day you put a ring in your finger, now you belong to this one man. Nah, sis. Whoever going inside of your body, that's who you belong to. You got to stay with him. But let me not, I'm gonna keep going, y'all. So let's go to another. Let's go to Exodus 20 and 14. Exodus 20 and 14 to the first scripture we was gonna read. All right, here we go. Exodus chapter 20 and verse 14. Thou shalt not commit adultery. These are the 10 commandments that Moses was giving the Israelites, after they escaped from Egypt under Pharaoh, under captivity. It says, thou shalt not commit adultery. That's it. Simple. These laws are not, I say this all the time in almost every class. It's not rockets and science. It's very straight to it. Ain't nothing, there's no thinking involved. The Lord say don't do it, you just don't do it. Now I can give you 100 reasons on why you shouldn't do it, but who cares about it? Just don't do it. It's a law. Follow it. A lot of us get caught up in the why so much. Well, why we got to do that? Well, how about this? So, nah, man. We're trying to sneak around it and just accept it for what it is. The Lord gave you these laws, so just keep them. And look, take pride in keeping them. We only gave these laws to us. We special. I wear this shit like like my language. I wear it like a badge of honor. I'm an Israelite. I'm finna celebrate the Passover. You can't. These laws are given to me. These high holidays were given to me, given to us. Take pride in being who you are. And the best way to do that is by following all these laws, man. Not breaking them. That's backwards. I'm gonna tell you something. Committing adultery ruins brotherhood. And it shows you hate your brother and you would do almost anything against him. That's how serious this is. Like, just think about it. You hear this in songs, you see it in movies, and when I say songs, it's you can play about any song today. Some nigga talking about F and another nigga B. That's how they say it. It's almost in every rap song. You see it in like I said, TV shows, movies. Look, brothers unalive about this. Like you could die about this. It's been like Trouble. Think about Trouble. Who was the other rapper who was unalive a year ago, the same year for the same thing. I cannot remember his name. But Trouble, man, prime example. The brother was at his sister's house. Did what he had to do. Her so-called ex-boyfriend came in, or her boyfriend came in, unalived them on spot. It was a few weeks before that. Trouble was on a podcast talking, he ain't worried about other niggas when he dealing with their baby mamas or etc. Look, man, it's crazy out here. And brothers don't take that lightly. If you messing with another man's woman, look, don't expect for nothing not to happen. That man probably gonna crash out. He probably gonna crash out, more than likely. How many men we know done died in our communities over another woman? How many? My point exactly. This is nothing to play with, bro. It's really serious. And it's bad on both parts. You go commit adultery against your brother. The brother come in and unalive you. He go to jail for life. Where's the woman at? She's scot-free. Doing the same thing she's been doing. Having sex with multiple men. Because she's a whore. You going to jail for a whore. You was unalive over a whore, man. In a hatred towards your brother. That's why the Lord says a woman could be a deep ditch. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to take another man's will, but doesn't want it to happen to them. And that's true. A lot of y'all be talking about player stuff, player that, man. No, you're not. The minute somebody take your woman, it's a wrap. You're going to feel the same way that brother feels. You're going to feel the same exact way. Every man got and I'm speaking from a worldly aspect right now. You in the streets doing whatever, messing with multiple women, you always got that one. Period. You got that one. And nobody, you gonna take it up for that one woman. You don't want nobody doing it to your woman, man. So why you doing it to other brothers, man? You don't want to feel that feeling. It's a hey, we all men, right? We tough, right? When that happens to you, it does something to your spirit. It does. You understand? And I'm gonna say this. It's a side note. Akim, everybody should watch Captain Soccer Wars Tossing Masculinity, man. Because he covered this better than I ever heard it in my life. Stuff about this, adultery relationships. Just so you aware, because it get like that. You do not want to crash out over a woman who would do something like that to you. Because that's what's happening, That's what's happening. This woman and you being a great husband, taking care of business, going to work, doing whatever, to make this woman happy. And here she go laying down with another man. Like, I don't think women understand how powerful, how your body is. Like, before you marry, sis, your body belongs to you, right? Your box, that belongs to you. That's your body. Think of it as a lock. If you're not married, sis, you're the only person that got that key to your lock. You should be very stingy with it. You should be covered up. You should also take pride in that, right? That's you. That belongs to you. Don't nobody need to be saying that. Don't broadcast it for the whole world to see. Cover your body up. You know what I'm saying? If you married, though, that belongs to your husband now. Keep that for him. That's his. See, the Lord compares a woman's body, her box, as land, as a man's land. And that's how men see it. Once he marry you, you're his land now. You're his property now. And a man is very overprotective over his property. He's not letting nobody go. Nobody's going to trespass my property. Or it's going to, something going to happen. So you want to move like that. We're going to get more deep into it, but I'm just saying, when you see these stories of brothers unalive another brother because of this is how they thinking. Is it right? No, it's not right. Absolutely not, it's not right. But you can't come in here thinking that it's all going to be, hugs and kisses when you get caught messing with another man's woman. You know what I'm saying? Brothers in the truth, this never happen. But from a worldly aspect, yeah, man, a lot of this goes down. It does. And it's a sad case. It's a very, 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 very sad case. If you doing this, bro, you hate your brother. You're probably jealous of him. You would do anything for him. You would backdoor him, rob him. It's nothing you wouldn't do towards a brother when you sleep with his wife. Nothing you wouldn't do. When you see a brother doing that, man, he don't care about nobody. He don't care about his children. Nothing. This is how important important brotherhood is, especially here in the IHBK. Because you never have to worry about that in here. Never, ever. You know what I'm saying? But it's a cold world in the world. It's bad out here. And this is why these classes are so important, because we got to talk about it. You understand? All right, let's drop this right here. Let's lock it. Where I want to go. Y'all bear with me. Let's go to Proverbs 23 and verse 26. Proverbs 23 and 26. All right, this is Proverbs chapter 23 and verse 26, and it reads, "My son, give me thy heart," which means your mind, "and let thy eyes observe my ways." All right, if you a man, right, you a so-called black, Hispanic, or not an Indian man, follow the Lord's ways. That's your main focus. All right. That's your first wife. The truth is your first wife. Marry the truth first. All right. Join this truth. Get right. Get focused. Get your self confidence up. All right. Take care of yourself. You know, you can do all that, man. Do whatever you got to do to be the man of the Lord. You know, observe his ways. All right. Do not observe the ways of the world. How do you do that? Simple. Follow these laws, these statutes, and commandments. Stop getting high. Put the weed down. Put the drugs down. Put it down. You don't need that. That's destroying you. All right. It's making you weak. You know, there's no reason why a plant should have that much power over you, man. A drug should have that much power over you. You're not stronger than a drug, than pills, bro. You got to be stronger than that. You got to be stronger than that. You know, you drink too much. You're an alcoholic. Put the drink down. You understand? Whatever is a stumbling block for you, remove this stumbling block. It's an easy way to do this. Join the ISUPK. Join the ISUPK. You understand? And why is that important? Verse 27. For a whore is a deep ditch, and a strange woman is a narrow pit. That's why it's important. A whore is a deep ditch. If you're not following the ways of the Lord, that woman will take you somewhere you cannot get out, bro. You cannot get out of it. She jump, you know, picture yourself in a deep ditch, 8 feet deep. You can't get out of it. You stuck. You're on child support. You on child support, restraining order. It's hella niggas around your kids all the time. Can't see your kids. A lot of brothers are going through this, man. Even in the truth, like a lot of brothers are going through this right now. It's one thing that we, you know, a lot of brothers don't talk about, you know. And I'm talking about brothers in the world here who's watching. You know, red flags. We got to start paying attention to these red flags, man. Be aware of these red flags. And I'm going to go ahead and get to the 50-50 right now. The whole money stuff. Look, check this out. I seen a video of these 3 girls rapping inside the car. I'm going to drop a video about it tomorrow. Talking about they ain't going 50-50 with a nigga. Blah, 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 blah. Look, bro. Don't believe any of that BS. It's not true. It's not real. Social media is a joke. It's a joke. It's not real. If a woman is telling you off the rip, she not going 50-50, she not doing this and this and that, let her be. Whatever. If she's telling you that, it's because she don't like you. That's what it is. She does not feel you like that. That's it, man. Women when a woman is feeling you, she'll empty her bank account for you. She will do that for you. Off the rip. You be talking to her for 2 weeks. She's giving you money. In 2 weeks, she's giving you her money. She's buying you stuff. You only talk to her for 3 days. She's already buying you stuff. Don't believe all this nonsense on social media. Don't believe, you got to stop ignoring these red flags. You take a woman out, she's saying all this kind of crazy stuff, talking about her neck, what's another red flag? How she dresses. The way she dressed. She dressed like a whore. The way she talk. You got to pay attention to all of that stuff, right? Because this is a woman you're courting, right? You're going to spend the rest of your life with this woman, right? Why not take it serious? Why are you ignoring her? Are you that desperate for some box? Like, come on now. You that desperate. Is it good? Yes. Yes. It's yes. But stop losing yourself. Stop jumping inside the deep ditch for some box. Now you inside the whole world now. Now she controlling you. Now you a puppet and she got the strings like this. Why? Because America has normalized committing adultery. That's why. They didn't give all this power to women, which, women don't feel like they don't need us and yada, yada, yada. Look, don't listen to any of it. Don't listen to any of it. Listen to the Most High. That's all that matters, man. I don't know why, but we became so gullible. It's insane. When a woman is talking all this crazy stuff to you, don't believe it. Go find somebody else. Easy. Straight up. Don't have sex with her. Be firm about what you want. This is serious. Marrying somebody is very serious. It's not serious in America, but biblically, it's very, very, very serious. This is how we build our kingdom. How the hell we gonna build our kingdom without children? We having children, but look at how we doing it. Broken households, adultery. Marrying somebody is a very, 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 it's a beautiful thing, bro, but it's also very serious. You got to take this serious, and we ain't doing that. You understand? And this goes for men too. Marrying a woman and then leaving them. You can't do that. You marry that woman, you got to stay with her. You got to stay with that woman. You understand? Let's drop this right here. Let's get Salaki. Let's get 1 Timothy chapter 6 and verse 10 while we talking about the whole 50-50 thing. Let me go ahead and get this right quick. If a woman talk about 50-50, all that mean, man, she just don't want you for real. That's it. The same woman who be talking like that, it's some young nigga beating they back in right now who ain't got nothing, who ain't got a car, clothes, money, none of that. And she having a blast with them. Straight up. We all know that. We all know these women. He talk all this nonsense on social media and behind closed doors. It's some young nigga in the house with no job, eating all the food, borrowing her car when she at work, all kind of stuff. What's that movie called? Baby Boy? It's a lot of Jodies in this world. And Jody's been winning. Bro niggas been winning for a very long, long time. We gonna keep winning. We gonna keep winning. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because our women loves us. That's why. Women can't control who she love. She love him. It ain't because of the money. It ain't because of none of that. Like, don't get tricked out of your spot to where you think every woman is like that because you see it on social media. It's not. That's not true. And for our man, we just need to ignore it. You know what I'm saying? So this is 1 Timothy chapter 6 and verse 10. For the love of money is the root of all evil. It says the love of money is the root of all evil. See, money's not evil. If you're a righteous man, you can do a lot of good things with money. You can build schools. You can buy clothes, food. You can do all kind of stuff. If you're a righteous man, you got money. But see, he says the love of money is the root of all evil. If you some people love money so much. They love money so much. They'll commit adultery. They love money that much. How many times we seen this, man? It's man and woman. Women get married, and that's what's going on today. A lot of women, and I'm not picking on my sisters, man. I love y'all, okay? But damn it. A lot of y'all are just, you got this fantasy inside of your head, like it's a movie where you got to have just $1 million wedding, gigantic house. You're going to do this, do that. That's why I say about social media, it's literally like ruining, like it's messing a lot of us up, especially youth. You got this whole fantasy of marriage in your head, but you don't have a fantasy of being an actual wife. All you see is the money in it. You getting married for money. If you make any decision like that based off money, you'll never be happy. And nothing, anything you have is not going to be genuine. And I'm like I said about the 50-50 thing. Man, look, brothers, if a woman is telling you that, it's going to be temporary. And it's not going to be genuine. Straight up. And a woman is feeling you, she ain't talking about no money. She's not. Nothing in life is genuine when it's based off of cash. It's business. And what happens in business sometimes? Businesses don't go right all the time. You know what I'm saying? If you got your own business, you a general contractor, you sell products or whatever. Business don't go right all the time. You may take a loss. Meaning what? Business can be temporary. And so is your marriage. Marriage in America is temporary. Like, you see people getting married and divorcing in like 2 years, bro. 2 years, tops. Because it was just for the money. That's it. And that's why I say, man, look, don't ignore these red flags for women and for men. You got to ask them questions. Ask them. Sometimes you got to take them through a little test. There ain't nothing wrong with that, but don't disbelieve. Don't go for the whole, what's the word I'm looking for? Cannot think of the word, shalaki. But just don't go for anything you hear and see on social media. Don't go for anything a woman tells you, man. And because that will save you in the long run from being inside of a deep ditch. You understand? All right, let's drop this right here. Let's go to Matthew chapter 5 and verse 27. Salagi. All right, this is Matthew chapter 5 and verse 27, and it reads, "Ye have heard it that it was said by them of old time, thou shalt not commit adultery." So Christ is referring to the Old Testament, by Moses, giving the Israelites the laws and statutes and commandments, telling them to not commit adultery. Verse 28. "By saying to you that whosoever looketh on a woman to lust after her have committed adultery with her already in his mind." So this is the spirit, bro. This is like, in spirit, you've already committed adultery, right? This is why I say this is very serious. Christ says if you even lust after a married woman, you don't already committed adultery. Right? This is a married woman, because how does a man commit adultery? He has sex with a married woman. So if he's lusting out of a married woman, that's adultery. A lot of Christian pastors would say, well, this is any woman, period. No, a married woman, right? Furthermore, and don't be so, what's the word I'm looking for? Literal, about reading scriptures. Like, Christians read the Bible like Harry Potter. You know what I mean? The Bible's not that kind of book. You got to keep it in context and think of it of the real world. Like, when you see a woman, right? She's by herself, checking her out. She got a nice body. Well, dang, you're like, damn, look at that. She nice. You make it move, whatever. But if you see a woman, she's walking with another man, holding hands. Come on, she look nice. Oh, she's married. Let me go ahead and let me get back. Damn, she look good over there. What's she with? That's her husband? Oh, yeah, she married. Let me go ahead and. That's it. But when you just eyeballing this sister down, thinking about every way that you would do to her in the bedroom, that's lust. You've already committed adultery already in your mind, and you're a homosexual, by the way. I forgot to say that. You're definitely a homosexual. Definitely. If you somebody who is just straight up having sex with married women, lusting on married women, you are a homosexual, right? There's no reason, for you to be, lusting after somebody, after a woman who's getting beat down every night. I'm going to say it. You know what I mean? Another man is inside her every single night, and you addicted to this woman. You can't help yourself. When there's somebody else already in her, something's wrong with you. Something is wrong with you. You have a very, very strong demon. You need to figure that out. Don't risk your life for some box another man is in every single night. Right? All right, let's read that one more time. Verse 28, but I say unto you that whosoever looketh on a woman to lust after her have committed adultery with her already in his mind, man. Already in his mind. Like I said, this is very, very, very serious, man. You understand? Like, I don't even like talking to married women half the time. That's what you got to be on. Conversations are very, very short, right? Very short. You know, and that's how it is in the ISBK. And just think about that in our communities, right? You know, in this school, you know, we protect all our brothers and sisters, but we also protect the women that's married too. You know what I'm saying? That is our sister. You know, we protect her the same protection her husband protects her with. So imagine that all over across our nation. Like I said earlier, and there's so many men that's been unalive over another woman because of this. You know what I'm saying? Like you thinking it's some real beef between these two guys. Like these niggas, it's been so much bloodshed in the streets. So and so died one day, so and so died the next day. The next day, you like, damn, why these niggas beefing? Whole time is over for a woman. And that's facts. That's facts. 9 times out of 10, when somebody is beefing, gangs, whatever, it's starting over the man having sex with his baby mama. That happens a lot, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, think of we weren't doing this at all. How many, it wouldn't be any broken homes. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be so many broken homes out here. Like, and that's why I say monogamy is America that's normalized committing adultery. You got to think about monogamy. Whenever you're not happy, you can leave. You understand? Whenever you're not happy, you can just go. You can go. That's monogamy. You can go have sex with another man. You can go have sex with another man's wife. She can leave the marriage. She can commit adultery on you and still take a half of everything you own. That's America for you. You understand? Let's get verse 9 to 29. And if that right eye offend thee, pluck it out and cast it from thee, for it is profitable for thee. Not only one of my members shall perish, and not thy whole body should be cast into hell. It's talking about self-restraint, man. You have to have some type of self-restraint. It's better for you to, your right eye offend you, it's better for you to take your eye and pluck it out, rip it out your head. This is a metaphor, of course. You understand? But this is how serious this is, man. Don't even let your mind even do that. Don't even let your eye even look that way. You know what I'm saying? Fight that demon off. Why? So not that whole body should be cast into hell. Same thing here, verse 30. And if that right hand offend thee, cut it off and cast it from thee. For it is profitable for thee that one of thy members should perish, and not that whole body should be cast into hell. Verse 31. It have been said, whosoever should put away his wife, let him give her a writing of divorcement. All right. So we all know in the Old Testament, you could divorce your wife, right? Moses gave, brothers and sisters permission to do so. And that is what Christ is saying right now. It's a lot. By saying to you that whosoever should put away his wife, saving for the cost of fornication. So whoever should put away his wife, except for the cause of fornication, cause of her to commit adultery, and whoever should marry her that is divorced, committeth adultery. So what did Christ do? Christ said, yeah, I know what Moses said, whatever. But if you put away your wife, not for fornication, you're going to cause her to commit adultery. And you're going to cause the brother that even who's going to marry this sister commit adultery. Which means what? Verse 33. Again, ye have heard it have been said by them of old time, Thou shalt not forswear thyself, but shalt perform to the Lord thy oaths. This is the way that it's supposed to be from the get-go. You understand? So lock it. Y'all bear with me. Let's get a precept to this. Get Matthew 19:7. Matthew 19:7. Or Christ was asked the same exact question. All right, this is Matthew 19:7, and it reads, they saying to him, why did Moses then command to give a writing of divorcement to put her away? In the verses before, Christ is explaining the marriage, explaining that, man and woman, one flesh, are coming together. Christ's disciples asked him this question. Okay, why did Moses hand out a law of a divorce? All right, verse 8. He said to them, Moses, because the hardness of your hearts suffer you to put away your wives. But from the beginning, it was not so. So from the beginning, this was never supposed to happen. And the only reason Moses did that, let it happen, let it slide, is because the hardness of your hearts suffer you to put away your wives. Y'all supposed to kill each other. Your wife, your husband, y'all arguing, going crazy. Moses did that for the hardness of your hearts. You understand? And you got to think about it. Before Moses' father-in-law came into it, Moses didn't have any help. He was very stressed out. His father-in-law came up with a rank and order system. So you get the rank and order from Moses' father-in-law. All right. The officer of 50, 500, and etc. Everybody's coming to Moses with all this stuff going on. Leave your wife. Because you're going to unalive her, she's going to unalive you. Because of the hardness of your hearts. You understand? Verse 9. Not saying to you, whoever shall put away his wife, except to be for fornication, and shall marry another, committeth adultery. And whoso married her, which is put away, doth commit adultery. Verse 10. His disciples saying to him, if that the case of man to be so with his wife, it is not good to marry. It's heavy right there. You understand? So Christ himself is saying, look, I know what Moses said, but that ain't right. If you a man, you can never, ever, ever leave your wife. And if you a woman, you can never, ever, ever leave your husband. And that's what it is. So if you're a brother and you're looking to get a wife, court that sister. Don't ignore any red flags. Ask her the question need to be asked. Same thing goes for the sister. You got to understand, y'all going to be together for the rest of y'all lives, man. This is a very, very, very serious thing. And that is why his disciples said this. They said, it's not even good to marry. Why marry then? There's no point. If I got to stay with this woman for the rest of my life, I might as well not even get married. Why? Because this is a very, very serious thing. And, you don't have to get married. Christ didn't have a wife. But if you do, it's rules and it's laws that go with them, and you can't break it, man. So take it serious, man. Like I've been saying the whole class. It's a very, very serious thing. All right. Let me get Salaki. Let's go to the Apocrypha. Let's get Ecclesiasticus chapter 23 and verse 22. All right, this is Ecclesiasticus, chapter 23 and verse 22, and it reads, thus shall it go also with the wife that leave her husband and bring it in her by another. So this is a woman who left her husband and had sex with another man. She brought his son by somebody else. Verse 23, for first she hath disobeyed the law of the Most High. That's first. She committed adultery, which is a sin. Secondly, she hath trespassed against her own husband. It's another one. She also sinned against her own husband, committed adultery. Thirdly, she hath played the whore in adultery and bought children by another man. Thirdly, she hath played a whore in adultery and brought a children by another man. You see, it says whore there, right? If you're a woman who's committed adultery, you are a whore according to the Bible. And have a child with another man. How many times we done seen that happen? 1 billion times. 1 billion times. That's why I say, like, and we're gonna go to 1 Corinthians and 7 too, to break a little bit of that down. We gotta stop believing that, marriage is not all hugs and kisses, man. It's not. You understand? It's not what it's a lot of sacrifice that goes into marriage. If you're not ready to not think about yourself for the rest of your life, you shouldn't be getting married. You should wait a little bit longer. Verse 24, she should be brought into the congregation, and accusation should be made of her children. Her children should not take root, and her branches shall bring forth no fruit. So when you do this, you're not also destroying yourself, you're also destroying your children. You understand? It says not take root, and her branches shall bring no fruit. She shall leave her memory to be cursed, and her reproach shall not be blotted out. And they that remain shall know that there is nothing better than the fear of the Lord, and that there is nothing sweeter than to take heed unto the commandments of the Lord. You understand? You got to think about what happens when you do that. When you commit adultery, what do you do to your children? Everything they was promised beforehand, they don't get that no more because of you. They don't get that. They don't get the fruits of, of their father or whatever. Like, think about it today. When you a woman, you got, kids by your husband, you do that, you split up. Now you're over here. Now they with you for 1 week. They with him for 1 week, or whatever the case. They might not even get to see their father no more. You ruin the children's lives when you do this. You know what I'm saying? So yes, it's a it's a serious thing, man. It's nothing to play with. Let's get Ecclesiasticus chapter 9 to verse 9. It says that there's nothing better than the fear of the Lord. And there is nothing sweeter than to take heed unto the commandments of the Lord. Man, that's a Hebrew scripture right there. Ain't nothing better than the fear of the Lord. Talked about that last week. The fear of the Lord is what's going to save your life, man. Ain't nothing sweeter than following all these laws, statutes, and commandments. That's going to change your life. That fear of the Lord is the reason why, you don't do certain things. You think before you do everything. You got any demon coming inside your mind, the fear of the Lord comes right there, stopping you from doing what you thinking about doing. And those laws, it's what's going to change, save your life. All right. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 9 and verse 9, and it reads, sit not at all with another man's wife, nor sit down with her in thine arms, and spend not thy money with her at the wine, lest thine mind, heart, incline unto her, so through desire thou fall into destruction. Damn, it's a Hebrew scripture right there. You can't even hang out with another man's wife. So all that he just my friend BS, never believe that. And never, ever, ever go for it. It's in the Bible. All that work best friend stuff, never go for that. Because that happens too. We all see that every day. Your wife going to work, coming home in a bad mood. You can't touch her, can't look at her, can't hug her and kiss her. But she at work having a blast, bro. She at work having the time of her life with her work best friend, her work boyfriend. Work husband, my bad. It's called a work husband. That's the word. Work husband. And you don't have a clue. That's what's really going on, man. Ain't no going out to eat with another man's wife for what? Ain't no sitting down. None of that. Ain't no spending money with her. For what? What do you think is gonna happen? It says, lest thine heart incline unto her, so through thy desire thou fall into destruction. Some men out here are insane. Stalking your wife, following her home, all kind of crazy stuff. It's just some things you just can't do, and this is one of them. This is very, very, very serious, man. Ain't no flirting with another man's wife. None of that. Keep it short and cordial. That's it. That's it, man. Like I said, in here we have the spirit of not even having conversations with other men's wives. You know, in the world. You know what I'm saying? We don't do that. All right. So we're gonna drop that right here. Let's go to 1 Corinthians chapter 7. Seven and verse 5, all right, and it reads, 1 Corinthians chapter 7 and verse 5, defraud ye not one the other, except it be with the consent for a time. All right. So this is a scripture about separation. All right. It says, defraud ye not for one another, except the consent for a time, that ye may give yourselves to fasting and prayer and come together again, that Satan tempt you for not your incontinency. So this is what I was saying earlier. Marriage is not about all hugs and kisses, man. That's why I was saying about the whole fantasy thing you have in your head about getting married. You think it's going to be the honeymoon phase all the rest of your marriage. It's not going to be that. It's a lot of sacrifice in marriage. It's a lot of putting your wife over you, putting your husband over you. Like it becomes a job at some point. And that's what it is. You made an oath to the Most High when you married that sister or you married that brother, right? Made a promise to that brother or that sister when you married them. It's very, 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 it's a serious thing. Again, I'm gonna say it the whole class because it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, when you married, man, you bringing children into this world. You got to raise those kids. That's the future. You know, we can't get the kingdom if we're not raising righteous children. You know what? How does that work? You understand? So, like I was saying, you know, your marriage is just not, you're gonna have ups and downs, man. Some days you're not gonna even want to look at your wife. You're not gonna even want to be around your husband. You're not gonna be arguing all the time. You're gonna get to them. You're gonna get to that point. You know, Lord willing, you don't, but it's marriage. It's gonna happen. You're gonna have ups and downs. But what do you do at this time? You don't leave each other. It says, defraud ye not one another, except it be consent for a time. You can separate for a little time. Get your mind right. Fast and pray. So y'all can come together again. Y'all be good. But during that time, you do not go outside. No, do not go to the club. You don't do any of that. Why? It says that Satan tempt you for you not having your incontinency. You already not around your husband. Now you outside hanging out with man and doing all this. Satan gonna tempt you, sis. Satan gonna tempt you, brother. All right. Like marriage, you know, it's a lot of, you know, ups and downs, but you'll get through it. You know, y'all gonna argue a lot, do all that, but guess what? We ain't leaving each other though. I ain't leaving you. You ain't leaving me. Ever. You my wife, I'm your husband. Never leaving you. That's where you got to get to. This is sprint you got to have when you marry somebody. All right. A lot of today is just people don't know how to suffer. It's all about you. You're just selfish. It's all about you. You get married, you divorce in 2 or 3 years, man. That's America for you, man. But according to the Bible, you can't leave that man. You can't leave that husband. It is what it is. So be very wise of who you marry. Be wise of who you letting inside of your body, sis. If you're a man, be wise on who you going inside. I'm telling you, it gets real. It really gets real. And that one right, that right there could potentially, it won't mess your whole life up, but it's early. It puts some, there gonna be some stumbling blocks for sure. You know what I'm saying? Your journey is gonna be, it's gonna be a rocky. It ain't gonna be smooth how it was at first. So just be wise about your decision when you want to marry somebody, all right? Remember to not commit adultery. All right, so let's get to lock it. Let's get John 15, chapter 12. All right, this is John chapter 15 and verse 12. This is my commandment, that ye love one another as I love you. This is for everybody. All right. Because I love my brother, I never commit adultery against him. I never will. Because you love your husband, sis, you'll never commit adultery against your husband. Love one another as I have loved you, as Christ has loved us. You understand? Christ did something for us that we never will understand. You know what I'm saying? Put his life on the line for us when he did not have to, Christ never sinned. He lived a perfect life. And he died for us. Look at what we've been doing our whole lives. He gave us an opportunity to get back right, to change our life. We need to take that. You should never, ever commit adultery ever again. You understand? Never. Because that's what real love is, man. That's love. Verse 13, greater love have no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. That's a spirit you got to have, man, for your brothers. Laying down your life for your brother. That's what it's got us come to. Not having sex with his wife. Committing adultery. Being jealous. Like I said early in the class, if you commit adultery, man, you will do anything. You will do anything. It's not nothing you wouldn't do. For you to commit adultery, it's like you got to play that whole sneaky role. You got to slither around like a snake. You know what I'm saying? You got to go through all these tunnels. Her husband came home, you in the closet. It's all kind of crazy stuff goes on when you doing that. For what? For a woman who's already married to somebody when you can go get a woman of your own? Is it that serious? Is it that serious, bro? Boxing is that serious now when you put your life on the line and just showing straight hatred towards your own brother, man. Black people, Hispanic people, the Indian people, we gotta get together. We gotta do better, man. You understand? We gotta do better. All right. And with that, I'm gonna wrap it up. This is the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started out of 1 West, 121st Street, Hall, New York, under commanding General Yohana. That's my time. Shalom, Israel.